Now we're going to move on to running backs, Travis.
So I went with Bad Boy for Life by, I think at the
Ooh,
time he was still Puff Daddy.
Go
Yeah.
nowhere. Yep.
And that what you just sang is my exact reason for picking that, because we're always trying to say running backs don't matter, draft them later. But this is a really, really good running back class beyond just Bijan Robinson and Jahmyr Gibbs. There's Tajay Spears. There's Tank Bigsby from Auburn, Izzy Abanikanda from Pitt, the Oklahoma running back, Eric Gray, Kenny McIntosh from Georgia. It's a really good group. So watching it, this entire running back class in its entirety, I was like, man, this is probably one of the best classes that we've had in a long time. And amidst all of this talk that you don't really need running backs, there's no value, blah, blah, blah. The running backs are, I think, triumphantly saying that we ain't go nowhere. So that's why
we're bad boys for life.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Great song. I love
Do you agree? Do you agree?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
okay.
I mean, like, this is like the song that, I mean, this is also the song that like Brady and Gronk busted out when they won in Tampa Bay. It's like, I mean, this is, what year was that song?
2002, I believe. Because
yeah, I mean, like that song was white hot at tailgates when I was in college. When I was supposed to be in college, you know, like the actual time frame of like when I would have been in college, like, you know, 2002, nuclear hot. Like you turned that up loud, it's like, bam, bam.
We can't be smart.
I might throw that on a mix right now. We still make mixes, right? And by the way, shout out to Dom in the chat. He points out that Pearl Jam's. Do you guys know, without looking, do you know what Pearl Jam's original name was going to be?
Oh yeah, I saw a video about this. It was something. They're called Pearl Jam for a really weird reason.
Well, but
I'm totally blanking.
It's a sports reference that their first name.
Is it Muggsy Bogues?
Mookie Blaylock. Very close.
Mookie Blaylock. That's it.
Okay. NBA. Yeah, very close. Very close. We'll give you credit for that. Half credit.
Like, give the story now.
But they loved Mookie Blaylock, so that they were going to call they were going to be Mookie Blaylock.
And then they were going to get sued by, I guess, using that. Like,
no, I think it's.
Yeah, what was the reason? I just saw that video.
They just loved him.
Yeah, but can you use someone else's name as the name of your band? I don't know that you can do that.
Yeah, probably.
So that's maybe why it didn't happen.
Yeah. When we were recording our first record, we had a per diem of about $10. So when we got lunch at the store across the street, we'd always buy a pack of basketball cards. When we turned in our first tape, we didn't have a name for the band yet, so we put a Mookie Blaylock card in the case. We're about to go on a tour and still didn't have a name and needed one quickly. We were told it didn't need to be the name we were going to use forever, just something for the tour. Someone saw the Mookie Blaylock card and said, how about Mookie Blaylock? We decided to go with it, did a 10-show tour with Alice's Change as Mookie Blaylock. Mookie was cool about it too. He didn't sue us. I actually got to meet him later on and shoot around a little bit. We also made a Pearl Jam t-shirt with a picture of him on it. I guess we owe Mookie a lot.
Huh.
Go on.
Where does Pearl Jam come from then?
It's something about jam. I mean, obviously, but
pearls.
It's something about, like, what's that?
And pearls.
I'm trying to think what it.
All right. Well, let's talk about tight ends. This is my favorite.
Well, you didn't ask me my running back.
Yeah, sorry. Right. I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah, running backs.
I did some. Yeah. It's the "You're the Best" by Joe Esposito from the Karate Kid soundtrack.
Ooh.
You're the best around. Nothing ever gonna beat you down. You're the best. Or keep you down now, I think is what I was going with. Yes, I'm aware I can't sing. Thank you very much. But I think that like the Bijan Robinson factor here is really interesting because he is, and I know this, and maybe that's not fair to the rest of this class, but like he's so far above everyone else in this class, right?
I wouldn't say way far in front, but like consensus top running back. There might be a few teams out there that like Jahmyr Gibbs a little more. I would say
nobody who has anybody above Bijan Robinson.
I wouldn't be surprised because I would like to hear, and I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying, like, I need an anonymous scout saying, yeah, that's right. Maybe Bob McGinn will do this for us. Yeah.
When he does it, he usually does it on Tyler Long's golongtd.com, which everyone should subscribe to. But I think that like,
in general, yes.
Bijan Robinson is so friggin' good. We talked about him before. Like literally gives me butterflies. Like makes my heart sing as a running back. Like that's unusual for a prospect.
What song would you assign him then? It gives you butterflies.
How about Chris Stapleton's "Joy of My Life"?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, like that's it. Like, and look, Bijan Robinson's not the greatest running back prospect of all time.
He's the joy of your life.
But I mean, like, if I had a first round pick, I'm using it on Bijan Robinson. Now I'm not going to use a top 10 pick on him, but if my team needs a running back and we get to the point of the draft, I'm like, it's like 15 or something, and Bijan Robinson's there, and
Patriots?
Yeah, in not even just sort of like, not even speaking
in general,
the Patriots, or the Seahawks at 20. Like, the Seahawks just drafted, oh God,
Kenneth Walker.
Thank you, Kenneth Walker. I was going to say Kellen Robinson. Who the hell is that? I was like, Kellen Robinson the third too. Like, like they just drafted Kenneth Walker last year, but they lost Rashad Penny, and they want to run the ball a ton. Like, it wouldn't be that crazy to draft. Like, he's that good a prospect, and if you get him in the like 11 to 20 range, God forbid the 21 to 31 range, you're getting him at a discount based on the fact that where we would have seen running backs drafted. Billy and I were talking about biggest draft bust of all time recently. We're doing a little short for it. Ooh. And I pointed out that in
who was it?
Well, I have it. Jamarcus Russell was the easy one. But was it? I'm trying to think. What year was Aaron Rodgers and Alex Smith?
05.
Was it 05? Thank you.
Yeah.
We're talking about the 05 draft. I threw out Alex Smith as not because I think was a disaster as a player.
Because we didn't get Aaron Rodgers. Yeah.
Not exactly. The Niners did not get Aaron Rodgers and lost out on Aaron Rodgers' entire career because of Alex Smith. Now, it worked out or whatever, because I guess not really. Point being, Alex Smith 1, Ronnie Brown 2, Braylon Edwards 3, Cedric Benson 4, Cadillac Williams 5. Like, we're only
Matt Leinart. That guy was a bust.
Yeah. Seems like a nice guy there. But the point being is, like, we're not even 20 years removed from 3 running backs going in the top 5 of the draft. Like, that seems, if that happened right now, people would melt down. Even in 2017, we got McCaffrey and Fournette in the top 10, right?
Yeah.
But that 2000, God, I'm getting old.
And that class was really good too, though. They had like Dalvin Cook. It had Joe Mixon. Yeah, that class ended up being great running back, especially running back. Yeah.
And so, like, we still, Fournette went 4, and then McCaffrey went 8. And then I think the next one was it Nick Chubb in that class? No,
he's 18.
But Dalvin Cook goes 41. My point being is that, like, we have seen such a dramatic shift in where running backs are taken. We saw Saquon Barkley in the top 10, of course, too. That was 2018. That's right. That if you get Bijan Robinson, a player of his caliber, who's going to give you 5 good years, and then you can franchise tag him, so you get 6 years out of him if you draft him in the first round. Like, take him in from 11 to 21 or 11 to 31, and you're going to have a dynamic, explosive running game plus the passing game aspect of it. So to me, it's like, it's kind of a, I don't know. I think like he is in a different year. 5 years ago, he's going top 10 easily. And
what I would say too about this is that, to that point, for as much as I'm like anti running backs going in the first round, I think, Will, what you just said makes sense.
I am too.
Yeah. That a team is going to pick Bijan Robinson in the first round. Regardless of which team it is, we're going to hear, and I'll kind of feel this way, like, hey, they could have gone a different position. It's more valuable. But with Bijan Robinson, you're getting an instant impact guy immediately. A lot of the other positions, they're developmental. They're not fully matured yet. They need to be more polished. With Bijan, you're getting an instant playmaker who's in his prime at like 21, 22 years old for the next 4 seasons. So if you are the Seahawks and you're like, hey, we do want to run the ball a lot. We like Geno, but we don't really want him throwing it 40, 45 times a game. It wouldn't be the worst idea to pick Bijan Robinson because he's that good. I just feel a little differently that I think the depth of this class is still very good behind him.
Yeah, that's fine. I wanted to point out that, like, Bijan, see, we did a great job. Great job tag teaming the running back class really with their songs, because the depth is good. But like, if I've got a chance to draft Bijan at a discount, I'm drafting him at a discount.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Like here. All right, so let's just look at some teams starting at 11, because I don't think you can. I don't want to draft a running back in the top 10. I think I would. If I were like, I don't want to do one in the top 5, but like I would consider in the top 10. But like Titans probably no 11. Texans probably no, because they just signed Devin Singletary. Jets have Breece Hall. Pats maybe. Packers have Aaron Jones. Commanders, they have too many holes. Steelers drafted Najee. Lions would be real interesting at 18. Buccaneers probably have too many holes. Seahawks at 20, as I pointed out, I think would work. Chargers at 21, if you don't want to pay Eckler, would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Ravens are a run-heavy team. If you think Lamar is going to be in the fold, you do have J.K. Dobbins, and you have – is Gus Edwards gone now? Gus Edwards is gone, isn't he?
They just cycle through running backs anyway, so it's
yeah. I'm just saying, like, you could. I mean,
matter, yeah.
if you run that much, or Gus Edwards still there, Justice Hill, yeah. I'm saying you run the ball that much that I don't mind like investing in it. Vikings, I really don't know. Dalvin's going to be good, like moving forward. He's expensive. Jaguars, Giants, Cowboys, Bills. You can make a case for a lot of these teams to draft Bijan. Is my point.
Yeah, I think so. And one last thing on this, I think it's easy for us as analysts to think beyond the first contract 5-6 years down the road. Will they sign a second deal? I think a lot of the GMs are like, I need to win right now. I can't worry about what's going to happen in 6 years. And if you're the Chargers and you're like, we're not going to pay Eckler, you still have Justin Herbert not making a lot of money on that rookie deal. If you can plug in someone like Bijan Robinson for the next 2 or 3 years, that's like an elite level running back with Justin Herbert being young, I think most GMs will sign up for that any day. And that's why Bijan Robinson, a part of why I think he'll still be a first round pick.